Alright, guys, day 2, Swift Academy, down in Egan. I'm going to make it quick because I'm exhausted. Today, we went over a lot of paperwork. Mainly, you're going to go through all the permit stuff again. It's not, as the instructor wants to do it, he doesn't want to give us this. It's because of the state. The state wants us to do it. So everything you practice on, matter of fact, hold on 1 second, I'll pull it out. Alright. So, the permit stuff is the same questions that you have on the permit quiz when you go into the DMV to take your permit. You should already have your permit. I was a little frustrated, mainly because when I went to get my permit before I came out here, I got my permit in December. I had a really hard time passing the general knowledge part. And honestly, I'm gonna be real with y'all. It took me 9 tries to pass the whole thing, like general knowledge plus combination and air brake. So a total of 7 times failing the general knowledge. And then the other 2, I missed one question one time, or had some of the ones reversed around. So anyways, long story short, on a 9 try, I got all of them, passed all of them, and had it since December. So I was a little frustrated because I'm not a test person. I don't like doing tests. It's open book. I didn't use the book today because for me personally, just the way my brain works is, this is the book we gotta use as of the first, like you seen in the first video. Just because I don't know this book. I don't know where to look. I'll go back here and look in the index and in the glossary for help on what chapter you go to. And then I get to the chapter and it's not even really talking about what I need to look for. So so yeah, we did another part that was a little frustrating to me is we had to do all this and then we had a test at the end. But the test doesn't count for anything. If you fail the test, you don't go home. And if you fail the test, it doesn't count towards anything. So I guess it's a good thing, but at the same time, it's like, okay, so then why are we even doing this? Why are we spending all this time relearning it? And like I said, the instructor doesn't want to give this, it's state regulated, I guess, or something to do with the state out here is making him give it to him. So I'm not mad at him or anything. Shuttle drivers, if you have a car and you can drive out here, I advise you drive. I drove and I was taking the shuttle for these last 2 days to save gas because I'm on a strict budget, but I can't keep affording to be waiting. For example, today our instructor called at 3:30 to have the shuttle there by 4. We got out of class at 3:45 early today because we zoomed through all this. And we were waiting there till after 4:15. After 4:08, I called the hotel and asked if they can contact the shuttle driver and see what's going on. Like if he's already been out here or whatever. Because she said she can't give the number to me. So I said, that's fine. She said he's going to be about 10 to 15 minutes. So we were out there an additional 10 to 15 minutes. We didn't get picked up till about 4:20. So then we were thinking we were going right back to the hotel. Now, mind you, me and my other person that shared this hotel that rides the shuttle with me, we've been up since 4 in the morning, okay? We haven't really ate because he's kind of in the same situation I am, or we don't have that much money. So we're trying to get back to the hotel and eat our noodles. And I'm already not really feeling that good. And the shuttle driver doesn't take us home, doesn't take us back to the hotel. We go downtown to the airport. So me and that guy were a little frustrated. So anyways, but I didn't complain because I could easily take my car. But I can't afford to waste gas and stuff. And I'm just grateful we have a shuttle. It's a free ride, but it's getting a little scary, honestly. He was getting scared too. So, I mean, you get what you get, but just be prepared. They're good guys. They're all old. They're all like somebody's grandpa, if you want to put it that way. Not trying to be disrespectful, because, I love my old peoples. Contracts. You do have contracts to sign today. They are not paper contracts. I asked my instructor if I could get a copy of it. He said he'd get me a copy, and I forgot to remind him before I left about it. So I will try to get my paper copy tomorrow. One's a contract saying it's basically it's not a contract locking you into Swift or anything. It's basically it's on my screenshots on my phone. This is why I want the paper one, so I can actually show you guys, and actually so I can read over it tonight. It's a, what was I gonna say? It says not paper. Okay, yeah, I said that. It's saying it's saying that you signed one saying that you agree to pay Swift Academy the tuition or whatever, X, Y, and Z, and then you also sign a paper saying if you stayed in a hotel and need a house and room and board, you sign another paper saying that yes, you're in this hotel, and it tells you, it's just stating that you were in a hotel for 15 days. You're going to be at Swift Academy and earn a total of like 150 hours while you're here. Something like that. Nothing too crazy that I saw for the most part, but I got to look over everything because they kind of wanted it done. Go ahead and sign it, get it done. We got to get it going, this and that. So, you could do it on your phone through the terminal or board with some kind of thing they give you once you submit the thing. Once you submit with your trainer or your what you call it, your recruiter guys, and the portal. That's what it's called, the portal. You log into your portal, and they'll send you that. I didn't know mine was even in there. Mine came out last night, so I could have looked over this last night and then did it. I thought we were going to get paper copies, but come to find out today everything's on the computer, and all you do is log in the portal and fill it out. The guy that I'm sharing shares the same hotel or whatever, he had notifications pop up, so he asked me he's like, did you get something from Swift about signing contracts yet? I was like, no. He's like, well, it came last night. So then once we had a break, I checked my email, and sure enough, it did come in last night. So, what else do I have? You have homework every night. You got to read up on your hazmat and trip planning. Like I said, we had 3 quizzes today, or 3 tests today, technically. It was air brake, general knowledge, and combination. Go figure. I personally, like I said, was getting a little frustrated because that was my weak spot of doing these tests and stuff. But I got through it. I'm exhausted. So day 3 tomorrow. Oh, on the first video, I stated when I was in my hometown, they didn't do a hair follicle, whatever. I think I said it right. I don't know if I didn't. My bad. When I got up here, I handed my paperwork in. They said everything looks fine, everything's good. Here's your paperwork back, you're good. Same with the other dude that had all his DOT paperwork, had all the long forms. It was just me and him, because like I said, there were 3 of us that stayed back, and the one guy walked, so it was just me and him at the end, waiting for the other people to get back from the DOT. He's got to do a hair follicle too, and it was on the guy that was there that gave us the urine test on Monday morning. He didn't take our hair follicles like he was supposed to, I guess. So now we're going to have to do a hair follicle tomorrow on day 3. So you definitely will do it. If they don't give it to you, remind them just in the future, because if I would have known that, the guy that's supposed to give us a pee thing that's supposed to also do our hair, I would have told him, hey, go ahead and get some scissors, start snipping, pick a spot. I got multiple. My hair go down to like right there, But you do gotta have your hair follicles, whatever. You gotta get the hair analysis just or some sugar honey iced tea. Day 2 wasn't much, but paperwork and test. That's all it was all day, paperwork and test. And just be strong and get through the main thing I'm getting stressed out with, honestly, it's not even with the school. It's not even with the paperwork. I can deal with that. It's just a few people in the class that are kind of not really acting their age, and it's just frustrating because you actually got people out here that are serious about this and have a family. They're trying to get through this so they can support and better their life and better their family life. So it's a little frustrating, but just stay calm, guys. You got this. And tomorrow, on day 3, we're going to be covering hold on, pull it up. I said this is going to be short, but I guess it's not that short. Let me find it's in here somewhere. There it is. Last schedule, day 3. We're going to be covering basic map reading and trip planning. We're going to be covering hazmat driver training. There's going to be a discussion and an exam. Safe work methods. Sure, a lot of those guys are going to be trying to make jokes about that. Then we'll have a basic map reading, and then trip planning, open book exam. And then tomorrow we get to start our introduction to pre-trip inspection. And then tonight we're supposed to read a manual. So since I'm out of North Dakota, I have to read the North Dakota manual, section 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then if you're out of whatever state you're out of, you got to read the section in your home state manual. And then you read 3 chapters out of the Dilmar manual. Basically, like I like to call it, the big old study book, which is this. Okay. So that's it for day 2. I'll try to get those paperwork for you tomorrow so I can actually show you guys what the contracts actually look like and what they say. I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go eat my little dollar noodles, take a shower, and call it a dang on day. Alright, y'all be good, be safe, and I'll be back with y'all tomorrow.